Childhood should be an inviolable season, a time of laughter, unburdened play, and limitless dreams. But millions of African children, that season is stolen. Their reality is bruises hidden under warm sleeves, cries muffled in the dark, and the wounds, both physical and psychological, that no one in authority wants to see. This is not just a crime. This is the hidden epidemic of child abuse, driven in the shadow of silence. Across the vast continent, children suffer in multitude of ways. They are victims of brutal physical beatings and deep emotional neglect within their homes. They are subjected to rampant sexual violence, often perpetrated by trusted family members, teachers, or community leaders. And the scourge of child trafficking and forced labor pushes small bodies into quarries, plantations, and domestic servitude, their childhood exchanged for profit. The statistics are terrifying. Reports from countries like Nigeria, South Africa indicate that up to 1 in 3 girls may experience sexual violence before they turn 18. Abuse thrives in secrecy, and its weapon is silence. It is compounded by poverty, conflicts, and displacement, which tear apart protective social fabrics. The very people and institutions meant to shield them, families, schools, religious homes, too often become the source of their betrayal. Behind every statistic of abuse is a broken life. Meet Aisha, 12 years old, from a crowded urban center. She never returned to school after her mother was forced to send her to live with an elder relative. Now, Aisha faces daily emotional torment and relentless exploitation. Her silence is enforced by the crushing fear of having nowhere else to go. Her life is reduced to servitude and terror. And then there is Daniel, 9, in a rural community ravaged by poverty. He carries bricks at a construction site instead of books in a classroom, trafficked by a distant relative who pockets his meager earnings. His physical pain is constant, but the deeper scar is the loss of his self-worth and the systematic theft of his future. Abuse does not just scare bodies, it steals voices, crushes self-esteem, and ensures the pain echoes tragically through generations. Why does this evil thrive? Because the system is designed to enable abuser and silence the victim. When reports surface, justice fails repeatedly. Reports are ignored at the police station, often dismissed as domestic matters or cultural discipline. Family hush up cases for the sake of honor or fear of social isolation, forcing the child to live alongside their tormentor. Judicial corruption and slowness mean that the few cases that do reach court are delayed for years, exhausting the victim's family and eventually leading to the abuser walking free. Furthermore, in many communities, the traditional and religious leaders prioritize protecting the community's image or the reputation of the male abuser over the safety of the child. The justice system is designed as the ultimate protector, instead becomes the final accomplice in the crime. But amidst the deafening silence, brave voices rising across Africa, courageous individuals and organizations are fighting back. Shelters and safe houses provide haven for survivors to begin the arduous journey of healing. Child protection hotlines, often operated by the dedicated NGOs, provide a vital, anonymous link for children to connect with help. Activists push relentlessly for stronger legislation for better reporting mechanisms, and for an end to the culture of impunity. Community volunteers conducting sensitization workshops for parents and teachers. Communities are slowly learning that protecting children is not an act of charity, but a fundamental act of justice and self-preservation. Every survivor who speaks out, every volunteer who answers a call, every teacher who chooses to report, they are all breaking the cycle of silence that allows abuse to thrive. Every child protected today is a generation saved tomorrow. Childhood should never be stolen. It should never be silenced. Every child, regardless of background or poverty, deserves safety, love, and the dignity of unblemished future. The core question before us is not whether children can survive abuse. Many do, though forever scared. The question is whether we as a society will allow their suffering to continue in the shadows. To turn away, to whisper about shame, is to become complicit in the crime. To act, to report, to fund shelters, to demand accountability from every institution is to reclaim our collective humanity. The choice is stark. The choice is urgent. And the time to act is now.